Welcome in. We got PC Replay Baseball up on the channel. A little different video today. Someone asked on the PC Replay Facebook forums, how fast can you simulate a season in PC Replay Baseball just with a click of the button? And I've never tried this before. I never tried it before, so I was curious, so I thought I'd make a video and see how long it would take. And plus, I can give you my one pet peeve about this game. So let's go 2022, just for the heck of it. Let's hit reset first of all. I think I played a game on here. Let's reset the season real quick. All right, boom. All right. So can you replay it quickly? You can AP the day, autoplay AP the week, the month. Let's see, plus months. So that got us through. Well, that just changes what we're doing. Okay. So it looks like you can autoplay the month. So how long will it take? I'm putting my. So I'm starting this at a certain time. I'm gonna see how long it takes to simulate the whole season. It looks like you can't just hit one button and do it. We're going through here and seeing, and you can check your timers as you watch this of how long it takes. So it takes like a minute a month. We'll keep it on that screen now. And we kind of go through and look at the division races, what happens in 2022. My Red Sox are struggling right now. Judge, homers. So maybe a minute and a half a month. So you're looking at less than 10 minutes to do this whole season. That's not bad. And I'll share my pet peeve at the end of this too. We had a big discussion about constructive criticism, and I did this whole thing that I don't like to talk about games. There's games I don't like, and you probably can figure it out based on the fact of what games don't you see me play on the channel. Um, but the thing is that you know, um, it's fine. There's people who there's some. I mean, there is somebody who plays a game that I don't like on his channel. Who plays projects. Yeah, I watch his channel and I watch the games because I listen to his broadcasting. I don't really watch the game. I listen on my headphones as I'm doing things, okay? And I like the project. I like the game, the just what happens in the game, okay? But I have no intention of playing that game, and for a variety of reasons. So you probably can figure out what it is. For a variety of reasons of why. And I'm not going to bash the game. Obviously, the game is liked by someone that I like a lot, number one, and it's liked by a lot of people who post about it. So I'm not going to argue with people and say it just doesn't do it for me. PC Replay Baseball does it for me. Okay, and there's very few things about PC Replay Baseball I don't like. there's two things I don't like about PC Replay. Two minor things, and one of those things um, is in the process of being fixed. I don't know if fix is the right word. And one of those things probably could be fixed too. And hopefully it will be. I'm going to email Pete and Richard maybe and just say, hey, and not be a pain, just say, hey, if this is possible, do this thing. So I'm gonna get that in a second. I'm gonna keep you here. Let's watch a little Aaron Judge, 42 home runs. We're through June, almost through June. And so, I mean, I'll explain one thing I don't like about PC Replay Baseball. Not, and it's just but the seasons. They need more seasons, right? Um, so that's the thing they're fixing right now. They um, they don't have. Okay, they're coming out in 1990 soon, which is great. But they need the following seasons. They need um, 83, they need 87, 88, 89, 90's coming, they need 92, 94, 95, 96, 97. They need 99, they need 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. So there's 15 seasons right there. If they did those 15 seasons, I will be happy. That's a season thing, and they're doing it. I mean, they're coming out 1990 here soon, so they're doing it. Also, I would like to see them have some early seasons. They have 48, 49, 50. They have 47 as well. Um, they have 41, but 46 would a good year for Red Sox fans. It's a great Red Sox team, 46. But I'd also like to see 39. Caleb Williams' rookie year. I'd like to see maybe even going back to, I'm not sure I'd play this, okay, but the 27 season with the Yankees, historic season, doing those things. Those aren't as high profile for me. I really want those 15 seasons from the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. And that'll make the game great. So that's one thing that needs to be fixed. The other thing that needs to be fixed is that when you finish the regular season, okay, you have to go, there's no playoffs. You have to go out and create your own playoff, which is fine. It's not hard to do. But I would like a button. Second and 10 football has a button that says create playoffs, and you can create the playoffs based on how they were in real life in the season you're playing. You can also do it I'm pretty sure second 10 football. You can kind of make them that way. Now, I wish it would be a button. And I imagine that wouldn't be. I'm not a programmer. I'm not. I don't know crap about that stuff. But I wouldn't think that'd be that hard to do. So that's why I was going to email Jim, not Jim, Richard and Pete about like, can you possibly do that and have it set up in a way where it's a continuation too? Like, can you have a continuation where you know um, that lineup you had, um, on the last day of the season, that roster can be pretty much the roster you have too. Because there's also an issue too with the playoffs that, um, like Jim Rice, for example, in '75, um, he shows up in the playoffs. When you create a '75 playoffs, like Jim Rice shows back up there. Even if you do the final roster, that it sometimes doesn't take. Same with Canigliaro, and it's cool for him to play it that way. But I wish there's those things. That's those two pet peeves. And so I don't mind pointing those out for PC Relay Baseball because one, I love the game so much and I buy so much of it that those are my two things. But they're not deal breakers. They're not things that make me not want to play the game. There's workarounds in those things too. The game is so good everywhere else that I can live with those things. But and I think those things will be fixed. I think both of those things will probably be fixed at some point on those things. So we're through August now. We're through August. The Judge's got 63 home runs. He's got the Triple Crown right now, folks. He's got Triple Crown numbers right now. Pretty cool. Let's go through September. So we're gonna get done within 10 minutes. So I started this on iWatch. It's noon time. It's 12:07 on Saturday. I started recording this. Okay, so it's 12:15 right now, to give you an idea of how long this takes. So there isn't a one button here, but I think I like this better. If you're going to sim a whole season, I don't do this really, but if you want to do a project and just want to sim it and look at it, this is pretty cool. You can see the leaders right now. You see Judge, 69 home runs right now, having a big year. 70 home runs for Judge. Yankees leading the East. Cleveland, Houston. Got Phillies, the Braves there. The Dodgers have a look at the Dodgers, 110 and 30, 111 and 34, have a 27 game lead in the West. Pete Alonso with 48 home runs in the National League. Aaron Judge, 73 home runs. Can he get 74? Can he get 74, folks? Do I hear 74? 74. So 74 home runs for Judge. 165. We're going to pull up his numbers in a second. So it's 10 minutes right now. We're at the 10-minute mark. Right now. And we're not, and we're almost done. 75 home runs. So about 11 minutes. And I was talking a little bit too. I kind of paused. So you can get it done in about 10 minutes. Okay. So that's it. End of the game. Let's look at Judge real quick. We got to check out Judgy. Judgy, 12 multi home run games. He had a 3 home run game, a 15 game hitting streak. Grand slams, 1, 2, 3 grand slams. Didn't have a 4 homer game though. So what do you do? So 368, 75. So he outperformed. Okay, the dice were kind to him in this replay. And that happens sometimes too. I mean, it's based on dice, and I've seen guys have worse seasons too. So, a big year for him. 75 home runs. He wins the Triple Crown. There's Devers right there. What did Devers do? So Devers outperformed as well. 333, 27 home runs, and the average outperformed. Did the same exact home runs. Um, who else want to look at? The Braves. Look at the wild card. So the Angels got in there too. Let's look at Otani real quick. So what did Otani do? 265. So he underperformed in average, overperformed the home runs. Pitching wise, he went 11 and 4, 15 and 9. His whip was a little bit lower. He pitched by 18 more innings over 28 starts, so he went almost an inning more than those things. ERA almost identical. Had a game-ending grand slam. Look at that, another grand slam. Had a one-hit game through a one-hitter. Had 3 strikeout games, 12 strikeout games. That's pretty cool. Who else we look at? To check how they did overall. Look at the Braves real quick. Acuna, what did he do? 263 total in real. Of course, he was out a lot. This was he got hurt that season. So very similar kind of numbers there. So usually they're pretty similar. You have the guys who lead and have maybe better years than they had originally there. Pete, that's what Pete did. Pete, 24 points higher than he did in real life and 10 more homers than in real life. So Pete outperformed. That's pretty cool. So about 10 minutes, you can sim the season. So, and this is the point right here where I wish there was a button right here where I could click and say create playoffs. Okay. And instead, what you have to do is you have to go out of here. You got to figure out who made the playoffs for you. Now, you can kind of decide who wants to make the playoffs. You don't have to go by the wild card. You can sit there and say, you know, I kind of like the old school way. Personally, I like, I kind of like the World Series method. The two best teams should play in the World Series. Forget divisions and all that stuff too. So you can do it that way too. You can sit there and go, okay, Houston had the best record here against the Dodgers and playing right there. Um, or you can take the two best teams in the American League is Houston and Cleveland. If the Yankees up on one game, say that's the ALCS, and you could say it's the Dodgers against the Brewers. The Brewers and Padres tied. So maybe you have a Brewers Padre game to see who plays the Dodgers in an NLCS and do it that way. Um, do the two best records that way and do it all around. And, have the opening. That's fine too. So you can do that too. But creating the playoff is simple. You go back into you exit out of here. Okay. You go in here. You do new postseason, and you set it up that way. What teams you want. You can also do oh, a new exhibition. I just clicked out of the whole thing. Let me pull it up real quick. You're seeing a blank screen right now, I think. My bad. Give me a second, guys. Pull this back up real quick. So you can come in here, new postseason. You can do new exhibition and do a 7-game series. Okay, and call it the World Series, call it the ALCS, call it whatever, um, and do it that way too. If you're doing the World Series. So there's all things you can do with that. So if I was doing you have to name it playoffs though too. So if I was doing 2022, I put down, want to add it into the encyclopedia and just do right here, 2022 Houston, 2022 Dodgers, and then for DH, so they both have the DH in 2022. When did the DH start for the I forgot now. I think it was 2022. Dun, 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 dun. I forgot how many years it's been now. Yeah, 2022 was first year note with the DH. So we're going Dodgers. And you name it playoffs because that was good. Goes in if you're doing the encyclopedia here. You can do it this way too. So you want the two best teams playing. There it is. Designated hitter, best of seven. Over here, you can do the rules date. You can do all this stuff here. Um, you can do 25-man rosters, multi-teams, only a finish with team, and do it that way. And then create this. There you go, 2022 playoffs. Autoplay, 1-0 Houston. 5-2 Houston. 3-1. 4-1 Houston. And there it goes. Houston wins. And then the cool thing is you can come back out of here and create a new encyclopedia. No, back to front page. So I'm going to go ahead and do a test one here. Sample. And I'm highlighting this. And it'll pick up the World Series I just played as well. I named it 2022 playoffs. And you got your encyclopedia. And I did all this right now since we're creating it. And there it goes. So there's your everything you need right here. If you want to look at the playoffs, there's the playoffs. That's the World Series. And if you only do World Series, and that's one thing I kind of do in my thing is you can look at these are all World Series records. So career batting, okay, these are World Series records. So Jose Altuve and Pena have the when you put more seasons in here, you play multiple seasons and do it that way. Oh, it's the best encyclopedia in that's done. All right, so you got the playoffs in here, career batting, okay, um, career pitching. Uh, Framber Valdez is the most World Series wins right now, right? According and then your little thing, you add more seasons to it, so it's pretty cool. So the only two things I have a problem with: more seasons, which I'm working on, and just a quick create button. But here's the thing, though, is that if you did a quick create button, you'd get the normal playoffs. If you want to have a little bit of fun and just do the World Series, two best records, you do it that way. Another thing too is I can come in here if I want to do the ALCS stuff, right? If I wanted to come back to 2022 real quick, um, and play a one game playoff between I want to do the ALCS and NLCS. I can add a game to the schedule. All right, so I can go here. I believe I can. How did I do it last time? You can add a game normally. I thought you could. Maybe you can't. What did I do? My 91 suit, I had to add, I added some games at the end, and now I'm not able to find it. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, boop, boop. Let's see here. Seasons, restart season, play in strict order. Oh, add an unscheduled game. Here you go. Here you go. So I'm gonna go back over here. What date do we have? October 6th. Here you go. Here you go. So, no, I lost it. Here we go. October 6th, we're gonna play um, the Padres and the Brewers to see who's the second best record in this. Like a one game playoff to see who goes the you want to do NLCS stuff, right? Add game. Boom. You got a little one game playoff game here between these two for the second best record in National Leagues. Who plays the Dodgers and NLCS? You want to do it that way. If you don't want wild cards, just two best teams play. Um, you do this right here. Boom. And a classic. And they win. So a lot of cool things you can do with the game. I love the game. Um, so maybe not having the buttons is a good thing. Maybe you can have a little more fun with it that way. But those are things you can do and think about. So that's it though. Thought I'd make a quick video. PC Replay Baseball, check it out. 1990 coming out soon. I'm not sure when, but coming soon. And can't wait for that. And I'll definitely have that on the channel. But keep on watching my 2013 and 2013 season, my 2024 season, 86 seasons. I play along in those. And thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.